Agent Romanoff. You miss me?
Oh yeah, Charles, we got ourselves an X-Men fan.
Captain.
Your Highness.
Captain, big fan, Spider-Man. Hey everyone.
Hey guys, and welcome to Film Artsy, your number one source for all things films and movies. And while there's a ton of hype and excitement about the future of Spider-Man in the Marvel Universe and all these different stories that have been coming out recently, there's been a lot of other little things kind of being announced and released subtly that a lot of people have overlooked. And one of these is a very exciting announcement involving the future of Ant-Man, or Ant-Man and the Wasp, in an upcoming third movie. And when it comes to Ant-Man 3, there's been a lot of speculation and rumors as to where and when this movie would release and where it would fit in some sort of timeline. In the past, this movie's kind of been pushed around, or all of the movies in the franchise have been pushed around to fit into gaps that Marvel has whenever a delay comes up, and we fully expected this movie to also possibly fill in a gap at one point whenever Marvel has to move some timelines around to make sure they have a constant flow of films releasing, but also giving movies that might be a little more involved extra time if need be. It's kind of a good backup plan, and the Ant-Man movies always end up being really good because they're crafted as a standalone Marvel movie from the ground up. They get the same budget, same attention, but using these shifting timelines to fit the movie in where needed is actually a really interesting method that Marvel has used. And it sounds like from a recent interview with Michelle Pfeiffer that she is planning on reprising her role as Janet in the upcoming Ant-Man movie, and even revealed in the interview that filming should be expected to begin sometime in spring of next year, which is much sooner than we had anticipated, considering we hadn't had any solidified announcement that a third Ant-Man movie was even coming. There have been rumors circulating around for quite some time that the future of Ant-Man would be moved to Disney Plus as a series, all the way to other things like they would be having some sort of tie-in with other characters to continue on these characters and not even get a standalone film, considering Ant-Man and the Wasp didn't do as well in the box office compared to some of the other big name Marvel movies. But at the same time, the movie still did well and filled in a gap during a summer release where there was no movies coming out at all after Avengers Infinity War. Now the thing is, when it comes to the overall plans for Ant-Man and the Wasp in a follow-up movie, it definitely seems like there's going to be an intention to not only keep the tone that was so popular in the first two movies, but also maybe raise the stakes a bit to continue to make the characters Ant-Man and the Wasp a bit more relevant in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We saw some really interesting things done in the second film that tied directly into Avengers Endgame, which was really great to see, but we do think that they're going to intentionally introduce some much larger plot points now that everyone knows clearly who Ant-Man is after Avengers Endgame, and start to do some bigger stories and tell some things that might lead a chain of events throughout the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe instead of just kind of these one-off stories that could be watched or not watched, and for the most part you'd still be okay understanding the main plot points. But we do want to turn this around to you guys. Do you think that Ant-Man and the Wasp 2, or this third Ant-Man movie, is a good idea on Marvel's part? Do you think that they're going to incorporate a bigger story for these characters? Let us know what you're thinking in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on for more videos like this, uploaded every single day of the week. We'll see you guys all next time with a brand new video.
I'm about to.
Hi everybody.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
Hi.
See you guys.
Know anybody?